Okay, so I call these double trig problems because the way we have learned it and the way we know how to do it, you actually just do a trig problem 2 separate times and it gives you the answer after you subtract. So number 2 is very similar to one that we did in class, which was this problem. So if you look at page 40, the top problem, it's very similar to number 2 here for homework. So we basically have 2 different elevations. One is going to the base of the flag, and there's a separate triangle there. So I like to draw them separately. So I have a triangle like this with 400 at the bottom. The smaller angle, 20, and we're looking for the height. And then there is a higher elevation to the top of the flagpole, a second right triangle, and this has 400 at the bottom as well because that distance has not changed. The only thing that has changed is that angle is now higher at 22 degrees and the height's a little bit bigger now. So the green smaller triangle has opposite and adjacent, so you're going to have the tangent of 20 equals x over 400. And you are going to cross multiply, show the equation here, and then tell me what x is. That's going to be the height from the ground to the top of the building or the bottom of the flagpole, however you want to look at it. And then you're going to solve this problem here. And you again have opposite and adjacent, which is tangent, but this time 22 equals x over 400. And you are going to cross multiply, show me the work, solve for x, and that will be the distance from the ground all the way to the top of the flagpole. The difference in those 2 answers will be the flagpole itself, the part that sticks up from the top of the building, and that is your final answer. The answer to your blue problem minus the answer to your green problem. Number 5 was the other problem I asked you to do, and by and large it's the same idea. This distance from the fireman to the building is 72 feet. And he's looking up at the fire, and that will be the smaller angle of 32 degrees. So I am going to redraw that with 72 on the bottom. 32 is the smaller angle looking to the fire. We'll have a height there. And then I have him looking to, okay, all the way to the roof there is a 40-degree angle, but we're going to make a slightly larger triangle. And this is going to be the same idea as the last one, except we have a larger angle of 40 because we're looking up a little bit steeper. That's still 72, and we have a different height. So just like the last problem, it's tangent because we have opposite and adjacent on both. We'll look at the blue one first. We have tangent of the angle equals opposite over adjacent. And then we have, again, tangent of the taller angle equals opposite over adjacent. Those 2 answers subtracted from one another will be this distance right here from the fire to the top of the roof.